Oh, is that the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
scratches?
You want? I got scratches. I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
I'm a stalker and I have pictures. So this is the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. He tells me the same thing every day. I have pictures and I'm gonna get you. And he fucks with my family. So it is part 2 of the July 30th and Saturday Stalker podcast. We do the disclaimer, use allegedly, apply the about 4 legal standard, about 4 Mr. Perry stalking, and we are documenting it via these podcasts. We wouldn't do the podcast, we have other shit to do, and or I do, and apply the but for, the reasonable prudent individual standard. If you're a reasonable prudent individual, then what would you do? And connecting the dots tells us we document. These are already being used in Mr. Perry's criminal case. So, just so you know, it's already evidence. And it's a need to know. So you're not going to get a phone call. You're not going to make a bunch of phone calls and find out who it is. And they don't trust Tulsa police, so they don't call them. They've been in town. They clearly went to all the strip clubs where I work to find out why the fuck I'm not making any money, and DoorDashing and Uber Eats and Grubhub too. So if you're a reasonable, prudent individual, what do you do when you got a stalker? I got about 20 of them. So and unfortunately it's a crew of weirdos, and with nothing better to do than bother everybody. And when they do it to me, though, they get told on. So the last podcast was called It's Different When You Do It to Me, and y'all act like you don't know that. I'm glad to be the one, though, that made you have a new normal. And you have a new normal, but thankfully for us, you act like you don't know that yet. So, you get quoted all the time. We got some more today because Mr. Perry got in my wallet and caused a problem in a family with a family member, and pestered me all fucking day. So we know that there was a conversation about a reporter. We think the reporter is plug-in for Cynthia. And I'm not going to confirm or deny that. It's not your business. And Mr. Perry tells me every fucking day, I'm going to get you. He'll also tell me, I'm coming, I'm here. I'm here, I'm coming, here I am, I'm weirdo, creeping on ya. Okay, let's back it up. I don't like you. I don't want you to contact me. I don't want you to hack me. I don't want you to peep on me. I don't want you to stalk me. I want you to fuck off and never contact me again. Leave me alone. So that's the other part. We assert all constitutional rights, and that would include Title 18 of the U.S. Code, 1512 and 1513, and all state laws, similar laws. Don't stalk me. It's illegal. Don't hack me. It's illegal. Don't peep on me. It's illegal. Don't try to coerce me. I can starve you into lie. I can take what's yours. I can take everything away from you. Well, but you're getting quoted every day, so can you really, sir? You're the one calling around wanting to know who has the actual recordings. There's like 60,000 emails that I typed up that came from recordings of you guys trying to, premeditate a crime against me. So, our shrink is like, he does everything she hates and not one thing she likes. No woman likes to be peeped on. That's why it's illegal. No woman likes to be harassed. That's why it's illegal. No woman likes somebody hacking and taking their money. That's why it's illegal. You don't get a date doing that. You don't have 13 years. Nobody wants you. You're not loved or wanted. You're just told on all the time. So can you really take everything I have? Do you really think you're getting away with it if I'm quoting you, sir? And you're seeing things happen you've not seen before, your guy says. When Charles pesters Cindy and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. Charles, you're creepy, dude. You're just fucking creepy. And you don't do anything I like. You do everything I hate. And you know that. Because I've said what I like and I've said what I don't like. Normally, if you're trying to attract the opposite sex, you try to find out what they like and then you do that. Not Perry. He does every disgusting, nasty, twisted, sick, fucked up thing no normal person could even think up. And then I'm like, I like guys that work hard and have something interesting to talk about. And he doesn't do that. He just creeps on me all day. Hey, I'm coming. I'm here. I can see you. And I'm just like, oh my God. Ugh. Yuck. I like guys that don't get in my business. So the men that I've dated, my husband and I were married for 10 years, they didn't call my friends and family and threaten them. They didn't take my money, they supported my career. I don't go out with men that take money from women and children. I don't go out with men that invade privacy the way you do, sick, fucked up way you do. I'm not happy that you're here. I don't like that. I didn't invite you here. I asked you to get away from me. Wherever I live, whatever I'm doing, get the fuck away from me. And then I guess they call a restaurant and tell them, play this certain song when she walks in. They did. I walked in and I'm like, wow, that was brilliant. I'm going to ruin her life, ruin her career, ruin her reputation, take everything she has, make her starve to death, separate her from her family. I'm worried. Here's what happened with my family. It's two things. One is, you've done what the witness said. My ex-husband told me I'm lazy. He knows better than that. But you know what? I've explained it to him enough times, and he knows because you told him. Didn't you tell him to buy me a vacuum cleaner? Yep, I heard that recording. Didn't you tell him to buy me some oil that wasn't right? The viscosity wasn't right? Yep, I heard that one too. And he did both. He did both. He did what you told me. He did what you told him today. We're all worried. But the thing is I know that you threatened my family too. Just like she said, stay away from my fucking family. Stalkers stalk the family too. Stalkers use the family to stalk. That's not unusual. Look on the victimsofcrime.org, have the National Stalking Resource Center, and it goes over every fucking weird-ass thing a stalker will do. So that's part of it. They'll stalk your family. They'll threaten your family. So what was happening is they would cook up this plan, call my family, get them involved in it, say this to her, or say that to her, or try to talk her into this, or try to talk her into that. It's called gaslighting. Only my guys call it witness tampering, just so you know. So, or be mean to her, because she, she rejected Charles, and so be mean to her. And then, or she's doing this that we don't like, so be mean to her. And they, some of them do, not all of them. So the thing is, and then when I find out beforehand, like we do 98% of the time, then y'all started threatening them. Are you leaking? Is it you? And then Charles will type in my family. Is it your family? Is it your kids? Does it matter? As many times as I've told him, I'm not told that. I'm not told that. They don't tell me that. I wouldn't help you if I was. We all want you gone. What we want, Mr. Perry, is you're gone. And I'll never be broke again, and I get my privacy back, I get my reputation back, and it won't be one problem after another. Not anymore. Not when you're gone. Because you're causing the problems, and you know that, and we know that. So if I'm quoting what you just said, and you're having to call around asking who has the recordings of you guys, you really think you can take it, all my money? You're going to starve me into a lie, and that's why you're alone. 13 years of it. Now you got people going, this guy's an abused kid with intimacy problems, is running away from his wife, trying to avoid her, and, hyper fixated on a woman he knows he can't ever have. So that's what guys do who have an intimacy problem. There's shrinks for that, sir. Don't bother me with it. I'm sick of you bothering us with it. So get the bottom line is everybody wants you gone. Everybody's sick of you guys making me struggle and fight and be raped every day. So we don't have any problems getting information. You do. You've called everywhere trying to find out who's helping me. You've called everywhere trying to find out who has the actual recordings. And believe me when I say I don't have time to type them all up. There's a whole lot more than 60,000. McNamara email was the first. Mike was drugged. Ringtone. Get a ringtone, Richard. So many of those we call him Ringtone Richard. You got, on and on and on. There's a whole list. We need her to. Can I just be candid with you? We're doing what she said, but we need her to apologize and lie. Can you just find a way to throw her back in jail so we can force her into it? Yep. Do another second false arrest. Sit her down and tell her you're going to sign this letter of apology I wrote. It's my words, not Cynthia's. We heard that recording about 100 times too. You just tell everybody, don't you? And okay, so he does everything I hate. Takes ruined my life. Has somebody play the song that reminds me of the guy that I like, the nice one, that isn't weird. that you butt into. And then goes, oh, now she'll like me. Well, just like, that's the mindset. That's the whack job mindset of this guy. I'm going to ruin her life. I can take everything she wants. I can starve her into a lie. She's going to go under a bridge and not eat unless she does what I tell her. We don't have slavery now. Go to Iraq, if that's what you do. What century do you fucking live in? You know, little old fart. And we don't do that now. You need to get off Noah's Ark there. And blow her life up, starve her to death, and then play this song that makes her think of the other guy. The guy that she likes, the guy that's normal, the guy that works hard, the guy that treats her right. And then she'll like me. That's the crazy. I'm not shitting you. That's the fucking crazy. And every day types in my phone, is it this person telling on me? Is it that person leaking? And I'm like, again, Alzheimer's, I'm not told that, and we all want you gone. No one's going to help you. Even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. And we're all tired of you threatening people. Is it you? Are you leaking? Did you let something slip? I told you to do a poker face. You hear that one a lot, too. So you do that to my family. We're sick of it. Everybody's sick of you. I'm not going to tell you who's leaking because I don't know. I don't care. But even if I did, I wouldn't help you. I'd lie to you. I'd make some shit up. It's the bitchy front desk lady. I mean, you know, whatever. I'm not even told that. I'd make crap up, but I wouldn't help you because once you're gone, I won't ever be broke again, and I get my privacy back. There won't be any more weird Charles bothering me anymore. And David, what is it? What's your deal, David? Are you like head of the Church of Satan? Thinks he runs Oklahoma? Is that how that is? Because you're not really mafia. Mafia is in Vegas. They don't act like you. They don't beat down women and children. They fight, the men fight with the men. So I don't know what the hell you are. And I know you guys have some what's Geppetto, a witch? We're gonna cast spells on her. And then when I wake up the next day and I didn't change my mind, the spell didn't work. And I guess he was trying to do something. They recorded him. The cops recorded him. Is she on a painkiller? I've been doing some voodoo, curse, seance, whatever bullshit, weird ass shit y'all do. And it should make her, be in a lot of pain, and she's not even flinching. Yeah, nope, that's called the blood of Jesus. I'm a Christian. So, what is it, David? I mean, why would you consult a witch like that? Saul in the Bible went crazy when he did that. Crazy Saul fell on his own sword. I know you don't. Do you believe the Bible? Because a lot of Satanists do. A lot of Satanists believe God and the Bible more than like an atheist, because that's the opposition. So I don't know what you believe, but you got some weird shit going on in Oklahoma with your faked mafia, whatever the fuck it is y'all have. Doesn't work. Here's the thing: the real mafia, Vegas mafia. This thing you guys did to Lucky Miller and Mike Neely, you would have actually not known you did it. See, everybody knows you did it because, as the reporter said, once again, for the 4th time, you got fraud upon the court. Clear, blatant fraud. There was no Ty Buttram, there was no Cynthia Ortiz, there was no Chief Ridley in that courtroom. All of whom said something like, that didn't make sense. There was no fight between those two. And oh gosh, when you beat someone to death, you're going to look like you beat someone to death. And he doesn't. He can't remember it because he slept through it. So, that's not mafia. You guys, that was some serious mistakes y'all made. And, you know what my reputation is, David? Once I told people I was going to look into it, you know what the comment was? The first thing? Watch, she'll find every mistake they made. That's my reputation, not, she's just a stupid stripper. Yep, people don't think that. I told you I was smart, David.
Keep hanging outside of there. Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're gonna get it.
Fuck, you can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're gonna
bring
Is that a
the fucking
threat?
army. I don't give a fuck.
How does this make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you feel?
Okay, if he has somebody about to put him in jail, do you think she's gonna stop that from happening, Mr. Perry? No. If he's in jail, he's not here to bother. She's not around to bother her anymore. He's not here. He's not coming. He's not there. He's not in her life to bother her ever again if he's sitting in a cell. So why would I help you? See, nobody's helping you. I know you think you've got some guys on your payroll. They probably are, but other than that, nobody's helping you. Nobody's going to help you. Everybody's sick of this. You have dragged it on and on and on. Peeping is a crime, felony. Hacking is a felony crime. Coercion is a felony crime. Right? That's what the reporter said. Fraud upon a court is a felony crime. Perjury is a felony crime. You got a whole long old list, sir. I thought you were a Bible-thumping church deacon. I don't think that's a church you go to. I don't know what the hell it is. So, Southcrest Baptist Church, yeah, that's where you go to learn how to commit crime and get away with it. And, you know, be a sex weirdo. After Sunday school, we go home and watch child porn. Yeah, whatever. You guys are the types that give Christians a bad name, so nobody trusts Christians. It's your fault. So, anyways, that's probably why Jesus said, if you cause one of these little kids, because you blew their life up, now they don't believe in God anymore, or they have a problem with trusting people or God and all that. Why did God let this happen? We lost our house. We lost our mom. We had a nice, great life until they blew it up. And you cause one of these little ones to stumble. Jesus said this. It's better than a millstone be hung around your neck, you be drowned. It's better for you, not the kids. He said it's better for you that you're dead. Millstone hung around your neck and you're thrown into the sea. You're dead. You drown. If you're thrown into like that, would that not kill you? Dead? I think it would. So, I mean, not very many people can breathe underwater. And so the Son of God, Jesus, said it's better for you if you cause a little one to stumble in their faith because you blew their life up like you did my son, Dennis. You did. You blew his life up more than once. With my false arrest was one of those times. And it's better for you that a millstone be hung around your neck. You be drowned. You're dead. It's better for you that you're dead than you do that to a kid, little child. So you think you're going to do that and then play a song that you know is for someone else. And you think that's going to... No, well, now she'll like me. Yeah, I'm going to blow your life up, starve you to death, get you kicked out of your house 5, 6, 7 times, try to take your car, try to false arrest you again, try to make every slanderous, defamatory statement on the planet, and then we'll play that song that makes you think of the other guy, and then she'll like me. That's the crazy that goes through his head. And let me tell you something. If the cops came around and arrested him for doing that right there, she's not going to stop them. She's going to be happy. He's not going to bother her ever again. So, nobody's going to help you, Mr. Perry. You ask me all these questions, it is bizarre as fuck. It speaks to your delusion that you think I would answer that question. It shows that you're mental slow and that you're super delusional. That you even ask the question. Is it this guy? Is it that guy? Is this person talking? Is it this person? I'm like, I'm not told that. I don't care. We all just want you gone. The more you fuck with me, the more we quote you. Because you got recorded. And you did it again today. We put something out at 4 o'clock. That you guys made a phone call to my ex-husband. Don't help her. Or I think you made the phone call earlier. I think I gave it to my attorney at 4 o'clock. Don't help her. We're going to make sure she doesn't make any money. She's going to call you. Let us know if she pressures you. Tell her XYZ, then it won't look like it's us. Yep, I heard the whole thing. And you did it anyway. At 7 o'clock, he did exactly what you told him. But the thing is that I said, well, that doesn't add up. What you just said doesn't add up because you're on a salary. So it doesn't matter how many hours a week you work. You make the same thing. Well, that wasn't on my script. He hung up on me. I started laughing. I'm like, that wasn't in the script they gave him. He didn't know what to say. So, I told you to stay away from my fucking family, didn't I? I can't be too mad at him. You threaten everybody. So, what am I supposed to do? You know, he knows why I don't have money, but he did exactly what the witness say. I've repeated it over and over and over and over. He has family berate these women. He takes their money, starves them to death while he's raking it in on his peep show, that he's using their body to make a profit without their permission, their knowledge, their consent, and they're not compensated. And I billed you, and you owe me that money, and you're going to pay it. Or they'll do it for you in a restitution something, or I can sue you subsequent to your criminal case. Then you can't buy the judge, right? Yeah, and you got now you got a reporter going, we know they killed Lucky Miller now. There's evidence of fraud and perjury on another court. 3 on her civil, 1 on that. Because there's pertinent facts that were intentionally concealed from that jury that would have changed the outcome. Number 2, and that's the 4th time that's happened, where she's concerned. Number 2 is there's evidence of coercion. He's trying to force her to lie. I'm going to starve you into a lie. She's fucking broke. He did. He had her kicked out of her house. See, that reporter's in the need to know, so she's heard some of the same recordings I have. There's 12 of them. 3 of them are not in this country. You won't control them. And your comments today, I think she's got XYZ reporter plugging for her. Yeah, we heard that recording too. So if you're being recorded, Mr. Perry, and I'm quoting you all the time for the first time in your life, what do you really think you can? He types in my phone, I can take. I can lie. I can get away with it. But if I'm quoting you and you're trying to find those recordings, do you really think you are mental slow? Are you a mental veggie, or, you know, it's like talking to an infant? So if there's cops trying to put him in jail, you really think she's going to help him? Oh, fuck no.
You want to put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
I
got scratches.
I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Hit the road. Dude, I promise you.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me.
Right there. I can't live here. I have to move. I did move twice to get away from that kind of shit right there. Now he just does it, hacks my phone. I can get you. I can take everything from you. I can get away with it. I can do it. But if I'm quoting you, Mr. Perry, what planet do you fucking live on that you think you're gonna get away with it and you can do it? I would say that's a pretty good indication you can't, sir. You're getting told on more than ever in your life. You're not loved or wanted. You don't get a date. You get told on and told on and told on. So that, if you were smart, if you weren't as dumb as a brick, that would tell you you can't, actually. Who has those recordings? No one will tell you. So I'm sorry, but you can't. It's just another delusional, wacky, jacky thing you say. We're all laughing at you. What a loon. Wow. It's kind of like how many times he asked me, is it this guy? Is it that guy? Well, 5 minutes ago, what did I tell you? Yesterday, what did I tell you? All year long, what did I tell you? I'm not told that. I wouldn't help you if I was. Just like she's not going to help him if the cops were trying to arrest him for stalking her. She's not going to help him. She's going to help the cops. She wants him gone. We all want you gone. You do nothing but sit on your fat, lazy ass and cause problems. You cause catastrophic loss that we'll never get over. Your victims don't get over the kind of loss you cause. So keep in mind, when I say the new disclaimer, in response to your, I can take your money. I can coerce and get away with it. I can peep, hack, and stalk you and get away with it. And we're quoting you, and you still think that. You can? Say that to my face, you little coward. Next time you want to call and find out who has the actual recordings, say that to them. I can get away with this crime. You could buy every cop in Oklahoma, it won't matter. It won't matter. My guys come in and investigate what you did to the strip club business that made me broke. They didn't call anybody and tell them they were here. They did their thing and they left. They don't trust anybody. It's a need to know. But I'm quoting you. So you really think you can? If you really think that, Mr. Perry, you're as delusional as fuck. When you ask me who told on me, if you think you're going to get an answer to that, you're as delusional as fuck. You think a lot of very strange things, sir. So it's very difficult to have to deal with somebody like that you're trying to reason with and they don't know what the fuck he just said. Just like him. He acts like he has no fucking idea what she's saying. He said the same thing. It doesn't matter what you want. I'm going to force myself on you. And you're doing the same thing to me. You guys are all wacky the same, aren't ya? Whack jobs are all the same. It's like a broken record with y'all. And you act like you have no fucking idea what's being said. You want to be governor of what? Monkeys at the zoo? We're gonna let you be governor of the mental hospital we put you in. How about that? After you're arrested, we're gonna chunk you into a nut farm and you can be governor there. How about that? So when I say in response to your, I'm gonna starve you into a lie, and then you're gonna have no choice but take my bribe or live under a bridge. That is illegal. It's not a trophy. My response is give it back and get the fuck out, or my guys will do it for you. The ones that told me that you guys were discussing a reporter. We think this reporter's plugging for her. Those guys. The guys that told me Mike was drugged. I said it before anybody else said it. Those guys. Everybody wants to help them because we all want you gone. People don't like crime. They don't like what you're doing. They don't like watching suffering. They don't like people who cause problems, suffering, drama, loss, hardship, struggle, stress. So we don't have any problem getting information. You do. You have leaks. We don't. She's not going to help him. Keep doing that to her. I'm not going to help you keep doing what you're doing. So you blow up my life repeatedly. About the time I get on my feet, he blows it up again. And then I'll get up from that and he'll blow it up again. And everybody hates your guts for doing that to me. We don't have any problems getting information. None. Okay? You can't get information. Nobody will tell you fuck. You've called all over the place. You're making me a legend. Is it you helping her? Do you have the recordings? I'll buy them from you. I'll make it worth your while. I'll make it. You know how many times we've heard you say that to people? Huh? Elected officials and authorities and such. Can I just be candid with you? I am doing what she says. Well, we just need her to apologize. I'll make it worth your while. You know how many times you've been recorded saying that? Oh my God. So, do it one more time. Just do it one more time. Call one more person in a position of authority and tell them to do, be your bitch. Just do it. I just want to see what happens. Yep. See, everybody's tired of it. You and your whiny. I just need her to lie for me. What do you want me to apologize for? That you're a fucked up weirdo? That you're stupid? That you're, you keep I have nothing to apologize for. I'm the one catching your crime. I'm the one making you guys who got away with this shit for all your lives. I'm making you have a new normal. I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter. That's a very proud thing for me. That I'm making all these guys who are crooked, criminal, corrupt pieces of shit. You have a new normal now. I'm very proud to be the one to do that. You have no idea. I'm very glad that somebody who heard I'm going to dig into Lucky's case, Mike's case. I'm pulling that up on the internet. I'm going to read his whole docket. I'm going to read everything on it. And I did. And the first thing out of that guy's mouth wasn't, well, she's a stupid stripper. Nope. Guess what he said? Now watch. She'll find every mistake they made. Booyah. Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what I like to hear. That made me very, very happy. So, you act like this bitch here, pathetic, rejected, stupid, doesn't make sense, delusional, asking the same fucking questions every fucking day, getting the same fucking answers, doing the same thing every day, getting the same results, like a damn dog eating his vomit, and we're all going, ew, golly, that's nasty. And you have no idea how people see you, do you? Like this guy?
No. Leave me alone. I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I mean.
Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
Okay, I don't know what the heart thing was. Okay, so she doesn't like him doing that to her. So she's going to help the cops put his ass in jail so he can't do that to her anymore. She's not going to help him. And the same is true for you, Wacky. Wacky Jackie. That's what everybody calls you now. Wacky Jackie. Behind your back. It's funny as fuck. You guys get called all kinds of names. I'm not the one doing it. It's the people around you that they might listen. People will often say to your face whatever the fuck you want to hear to make you go away. I'm not going to sit here and tell Charles I think he's a wacky Jackie and full of shit and waste my time while he tries to lie to me more. I'm going to say whatever fucking thing he wants to hear so he'll fucking shut up and get away from me. I got shit to do. Didn't you have a guy that pulled you aside and he said, you don't have a real love life and you don't have a cover-up. There's not a date. There's nothing. She hates your guts. So, you're taking time away from my business and my family for your bullshit, your delusion, your soap opera. I'm sorry, I'm busy. And you know, a lot of people feel that way, Mr. Perry. They're sick of dealing with this. So we don't have problems getting information. You do. Nobody will tell you anything. We don't have any problem at all. I heard your conversation with my ex-husband. She's going to call you. We're going to make sure she doesn't have any money. Again, she's going to call you. Don't give her any. And if she gives you any pressure, let me know. And then the conversation subsequent to that, we think this XYZ reporter is plugging for her. Heard that. When you pester me, when you take my money, things don't go well for you. You're seeing things happen you've never seen before. And I'm happy to be that. I'm happy to be the one that has made you have a new normal. And y'all are delusional wackadoos, and you don't know that yet, do you? Yep, thank God your mental slows. I mean, it's so easy, it's not even fair. See that? Yep. You can do. This one, I would have done, except the line was so fucking long that I would have used all my time and gas just sitting in line. So $3 is not enough money. You guys know that. You're not, you know. There's two things that they do. One is they send me upside down orders I can't make a profit on, or they'll send me an order where there's a little bit of profit here, but it's not enough to cover the expense of sitting in fucking line. And you're using all the gas. Yep, time and gas. You have to consider all the expenses. They know that. Calvin, are you the one that does that? That gets us recordings. That gets us recordings. That gets us recordings. That gets us another recording. That gets us more recordings. See? You piss me off because you take my money, you invade my privacy, you hack me, cause problems for me, we get more. It's simple. It's been that way for years. The McNamara email was in 2015. And we've gotten, a shit ton every day. 60,000 I typed up. How much of my time did that take? Yeah, don't again tell my family to tell me I'm lazy. Because that ain't it, and you know that. But that's what you do. That's what our witness said. He'll get these women fired, make sure they can't find work. Then they call their family, asking for help, and the family's like, you're lazy. Nope, that ain't it. So these women are trying to, everybody's trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. I've been trying to find a job, and I can't find a job. Listen, on my son's college money, it's federal funds. It is to be paid out within 14 days upon receipt. 14 days they have. You know how I know that? FOSFA told me that because one time my school screwed up. My school screwed mine up, so I called FOSFA. They have 14 days. Once they get that money, they apply it to what you're owed for college. Any excess funds has to be paid to you in 14 days. You ain't paid that money. It's federal money. It's not charity, it's a loan. My son already is starting to have to pay his back because he graduated. He still doesn't have it from the first of the last semester. It's way past 14 days. So I said, you were supposed to have that done by Friday. And you didn't. Okay, well, so we got more recordings. Didn't we? Everybody got mad. Everybody got to work. People came in that were off today. They got all pissed off because y'all fucked with my money. XYZ reporter is plugging for her. Yep. text my ex-husband, that goes out. I texted about your conversation with my ex-husband, that goes out. And you did it anyway. That went out at 4. At 7, he did exactly what you said. But, you forgot to tell him what to say to me when I go, oh, but you're on a salary. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you miss work or not, if you miss a day or two or not, because you've got salary. You're paid the same thing if you work 1 hour or 100. You didn't know what to say. Fine. It hung up on me. I was laughing. I was like, they didn't give him a script for that one. Yeah. Okay, so you're caught. We heard you talking to him. We heard you the day you told him to buy a vacuum cleaner. He did. We told you, we heard you guys talking to him the day that you, if you clone my phone, my guys can clone your clone. Did you not know that? Didn't I tell you that? Yeah, there's a lot of ways that doesn't mean they don't have a court order also. There's a lot of ways to get what you just said. And I keep quoting y'all, and you act like you don't know yet that you're being investigated. I knew Mike was drugged before anybody else said it. When you fuck with me, it's different. You got a new normal. I'm happy to be that. I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter. My granddad has a legacy. You've ruined Lucky's. We're going to get it back for him. You didn't have the right to take that. Mr. Perry, you can sit there on your fat, lazy, perverted, sick, fucked up ass all day and all night and tell yourself whatever bullshit story you want to tell yourself. Doesn't make it true. Doesn't make it even kind of true. You know what? It makes everybody go, wow, he's a delusional whack job. So, you want to tell me how you can steal my money and try to starve me into a lie and coerce and whatever. You can bullshit yourself all you want. Because all that's really done is it caused great guffaws of laughter of what a crazy little stupid you are. So I'm sorry you're that. You want an apology? That's the only one you're going to get. So I'm happy to be the one that has fucked up your crime more than anybody else you know. Because my granddad was a cop. And he was the chief of police. And he taught us good morals and good ethics and good values. And you don't fucking sell out and you go through the heat. You walk into the danger, you deal with it, and you stop the suffering that the crime is causing. It's just what you do. And you don't leave a man behind. You just don't do it. It goes against all of my DNA. It goes against every moral I have, every ethics, all my principles, everything's important. That's important to me. That's the thing is, before you walk into a battle, if you're smart, David, didn't you tell me once you read the book Art of War? I don't think you did. I don't think you read it at all. Because the first thing you do is you know the other person. And I wasn't your opponent because I chose that. You chose that. You attacked me. I don't know you from Adam. I don't know. What are you, like the king of the Church of Satan or something that runs Oklahoma? What are you? It's not mafia. I don't know what the fuck you are. So, anyways, the first thing that you do is you look at the people that are involved. We have a shrink that actually does that. She's profiled y'all. This is what's important to this person. This is what's important. Yeah, but we don't even know what their goals are, because the more they mess with Cynthia, the more they get caught. They keep saying they want to cover up. Perry says he wants a date, but we're not seeing him buy the toothbrush and the toothpaste. It's like he just wants dirty teeth. He's not doing anything to attract her. He does everything she hates and nothing she likes. And they go, why doesn't she like me? Well, because you do everything I hate and nothing I like. You do every disgusting, creepy, fucked up thing in the planet. That is a turnoff. You're a fat, lazy turnoff. So you can call my ex-husband and have him say that to me. You're lazy. I'm not going to get into that with him. We already know who told him to say that. You did. That's what the witness said. What you did today is you confirmed two statements. One is the witness statement. You just substantiated him. And number 2 is the recording of you talking to my ex-husband. Now you proved that out. Because we got it at 4. I've texted it to my attorney at 4. Creepy Charles. Who can't get a date. And we have... then he did it for you at 7. After I said it, not before. Booyah. There you go. That's how you slay dragons. And so, this, we gotta, the record. See, it's busy. Yeah, I do that before I start working. So if I'm sitting there for half an hour and no orders are coming in, well, that's strange. It says it's busy. That must be Charles Perry hacking me again. Yep. See, no money in that. A lot of those tonight. A lot of these upside downs. So, just count it. Here's what you guys need to do. All of these that I got. Let's see. That one's the same thing. The line was too fucking long to justify me sitting and, waiting. It would have used too much gas. Okay, ready? 1 recording. Each one equals a recording. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19. Oh, and 20 because you messed up my app. So, for the record, there's going to be at least 20 more recordings. I think he's already got 10 of them in tonight so far. So there you go. Isn't that how the mafia works, David? An eye for an eye, or gangster, whatever you guys do. So there's your eye for an eye, right? What happens when you do that and I go home broke is that everybody gets really angry that you're putting me through that, and we don't have any problems with your leaks at all. And then you can't find the leaks and you can't figure out who has the recordings, and nobody else sell them to you. Because everybody hates y'all and they want you to stop. And they want you gone. So you do that all you want, princess, whack job, cuckoo bird, and whine and cry about how you're a victim while you go around telling everybody what you can do and get away with. I don't think you're getting away with that if I'm quoting what you just said. I think you're delusional. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, do you? Yep. You can't get a date doing shit like that. I know, I'll starve her to death, blow her life up, ruin her. And then when she goes into this restaurant, play the song that makes her think of the guy that she wants to be with, that's normal, and doesn't do all the weird, fucked up stuff I do, mean stuff, the nice guy, who makes her happy. Then she'll like me. Do you hear the crazy in that? That's literally what he did tonight. Literally. We heard you call in simple things. That's Fabian's song. That makes me think of him, not you. So after you blow up my day, or fuck up my whole, and play this little stupid game using my ex-husband, and I walk into a restaurant, they played it, just like you said, right? And I'm like, they're playing a song that makes me think of the guy I want to be around, the guy that's nice to me, and is not a weirdo, and that's what's made me like Charles somehow. Golly, see, it's so easy, it's not even fair, because we're dealing with crazy people that think like that. That's their reasoning, and that's their logic. There isn't any. Literally isn't any. So, you're all by yourself for 13 years. You don't have women throwing themselves at you. You got women moving away, kicking and screaming, suing. Right? You don't do everything women hate and then go, why don't they like me? Every creepy, fucked up, illegal bullshit. I can peep, I can take, and I can get away with it. Right? But you don't have a date, and you don't have a cover-up for the first time in your life. So can you really? Are you that slow? It's very frustrating to have to deal with somebody like that. That's just stupid. It's so easy, it's not even fair. I don't even know what to say to that. What are you getting? You get the same bullshit. I'm quoting you again. I think she's got XYZ reporter plug-in for her. I'm quoting you. That was you. You guys talking. Because we got that happened. Right? It should happen. It happened some. When I first started dashing, there'd be like 3. Now it's like all of them. The ratio is drastically different. And that's you. Because you did tell everybody you're going to starve me into a lie, didn't you? She's going to lie. She won't eat. She's going to live under a bridge. Or she's going to take my bribe money and lie. And to that, my response is, no, I don't think that's what's going to happen, sir. You're not paying attention if I'm quoting you. And nobody will sell you the recordings. You're just not all there. what's going to happen is you're going to give it back and get out, or they'll do it for you. Through the legal process of restitution after a conviction and subsequent lawsuits. Unless you settle it before. If you settle it before, the judge may show mercy, but it's not my call, it's his call. And I don't care what he does. I really don't. Everybody's sick, just sick of you. Just want you gone. We really don't care what happens to you. Okay? Even Jesus said, if you cause a little kid's life to be blown up and they give up on God, for you, it's better that a millstone's hung around your neck and you be drowned in the sea. It's better for you. You're dead. For you, not the kid. It's interesting how he said that. Jesus said that. Aren't you a Bible-thumping Baptist deacon? What do they teach you at your church? How to commit crime and get away with it? Is it really a church? David, what are you? King of the Satan church? The satanics, whatever? Witches? And you own Oklahoma and everybody's your bitch? I mean, what in the fuck? I told you I'm not wired up. I didn't come here to clean up. Mop up. That's not why I came. I came here to get away from all that. And nobody picked a fight with you. You picked one with me. Every time you cause a loss, every time you make phone calls and scream and yell at somebody because they didn't get my car, or they didn't pull me over. I've heard that a time or two. Didn't you pull her over? Well, she didn't go down the street. Typically I hear what street not to go down before I, it's not their fault. It's your fault. You got probably the wiretap order on you. You cloned my phone. They're in your phone. They can clone. Right? If you're getting quoted and Charles is getting quoted every fucking day, what is it you think you're going to get away with? We'd like to know the answer to that. I didn't pick a fight with you. I moved twice, Charles, not to have one with you. David, Matt, Josh, Joe, all of y'all. I didn't pick a fight with you. You're picking one with me. Nobody's hacking your phone. They might hack your clone. They might be cloning your clone, but they're not hacking you unless they have a court order. If they have a court order, they got to have probable cause, so you did something or said something to somebody. They gave them that. All you were supposed to do is leave me the fuck alone. Go live your life. Don't bother people, and then you won't have anything to cover up. You won't have anything to worry about. Because guess what? 99.9% of the population doesn't do what you do. Don't need to buy a cop. Don't need to buy a judge. We all go live our lives. We don't bother anybody. We don't make trouble. We don't butt into shit that's none of our business. If it's not ours, we don't touch it. We keep our hands to ourselves. We behave with dignity and class. Okay? Why can't you? Why the hell can't you? Charles, I don't want to hear from you. We don't understand why the fuck you think I do. No one understands why you think I give a fuck what you think. Nobody knows why you think that. We all just want you gone. Nobody's going to help you. You got your guys on your payroll. Good for them. Nobody's going to help. Nobody else is going to help you. Okay? We just want you gone. And when you're gone, I get my privacy back. I'll never be broke again. I won't have to struggle and fuss and be stressed out anymore. And, I get my reputation back. Mike gets to go home. And we're done. We don't have to mess with this fucked up shit anymore. When you commit a crime, you're doing something people don't like. That's why they made it illegal. And when you do things people don't like, they're not going to like you. You're not going to get a whole big crew of support. Even you guys on his payroll, God help you. I'm sorry, that's the best you can do. It's not the best I can do. I'm the reason they got a new normal. Because I decided that's not for me. I can do better than that. A lot better. Lonnie Evans said, a lot of people are abused as kids, but only 0.1% becomes a violent offender. Those are some pretty pathetic numbers. One day I would like to go talk to Professor Evans. He's at Seton Hall University. And one day I would like to say to him, here's where I'm stuck, Lonnie, Professor Evans. You got kids who are abused, who become violent offenders. And as a victim, you want to look them in the face and go, who gives a fuck? And maybe that sounds mean, but they ruined my life. They caused a major catastrophic loss for me in my life. And they're using their child abuse as an excuse to fail. Because 99.9% of the population doesn't act like that. So 0.1% is failing. They can't keep up with everyone else. And they're blaming their childhood abuse on that. So what do we do? As a victim, are you supposed to empathize and go, oh, poor you were abused. And now you're abused. You know, my son could do the same thing, Mr. Perry. You blew up his life. Do you see him using it as an excuse to fail? Absolutely fucking not. And he could. He could act pathetic like you. I'm not sure you were abused. I think you just looked at too much porn as a teenager. Frankly, I'm not sure you were actually ever abused. I think you're full of shit. So, what's the rest of your excuse, you people that help him? What's your excuse to fail? Because if you're breaking the law and you're this bitch of a sex weirdo, cop or not, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's a TV show. Anybody who's helping these guys be, you're the bitch of a sex weirdo. That's what you are. That's just what you are. So, I mean, I said no, and they're putting me through hell, but guess what I get to say? I'm the one that made them have a new normal. I did that. I'm the one that did that. Things will never be the same. Ever. Because they fucked with Chief Hall's granddaughter, and that's always a mistake. It's always a mistake, sorry. You should have known that. If you were smart, you'd have looked into it. If you're smart, you get to know the people involved and how they think and what motivates them. And thankfully, y'all didn't bother to do that. So we did. We did. We got a shrink that does that. She's profiled all of you. She knows your strengths. She knows your weaknesses. She knows exactly what you'll do in any given situation. She's right pretty much every time. I'm not sure right now off the top of my head I could think of a time she's not. Yeah. What we said is, please leave me alone. Because it's the law. Charles, I don't like you. You do everything that disgusts me and nothing I like. What's there to like? What is there to like? For 13 years, you're rejected and told on, and you've got nothing but that. Nothing else. Not another fucking thing has come from what you do all day, but you're rejected and told on. You don't have a date. You don't have a real date at all. You have no chance of that. You're John Hinckley Jr. watching TV playing with your blow-up doll. And you blow up my life and you ruin it and you type it in my phone. I'm going to starve you into a lie because I can. I'm going, I just quoted you again, so I don't think you can. I think you're delusional and you don't know that. You need to get a grip on reality. If you're calling trying to buy recordings and nobody's selling them to you, I don't think you are. I think you lie to yourself. I think you lie to yourself a lot. I think you bullshit yourself into believing just about anything to the point that you don't know the difference between fact and fiction anymore. I really think you don't even know. I think it's sad that you can't tell the difference any better than you do between fact and fiction, and what bullshit story you've told yourself so much you actually believe it. But guess what? Nobody else really does. Because, like with my Officer Neely, anybody can look at his picture and go, yeah, he wasn't in a fight. You can't look like that and be in a fight. The guy beat so badly, his head came off his body. That's not possible. And there's cops all over the country look at it and go, they hate you. Let him come over my jurisdiction. They won't leave. They won't get out. I'll find something. They'll be in jail. They won't get out. They can. You can do it, right? Don't you have cops that do that for you? Yep, so can we. So can we. But our guys will find it legit. Because if you're like you'll have something lit. You'll have something legit. You're doing illegal. They'll just find what it is. See, you have to frame people. Our guys don't do it that way. You're a criminal. You don't go 24 hours without committing a crime. They'll just find what it is. Right? So it's not hard. But every time you do that, and then I quote you, well, okay, well, you got in my wallet. So you asked for it. You call in my family. I told you not to. You asked for it. McNamara email was the first of it. So we'll show you the McNamara email. There's the Michael was drugged email in March 2020. He was drugged. We gave him Narcan. Didn't come out till May. Depositions weren't taken till May. Okay, you got in my wallet. You hurt somebody. You caused suffering. We got that. It's the same thing every day. Perry, David, y'all aren't all there, are you? It's every day. It's the same thing. Yeah, this one. We got to get her out of Tulsa and into Texas where we can hurt her more. and get away with it. That was in, that was March again. Okay, so we got that because you got in my wallet and you caused me a loss, and everybody got mad. That one too. That's a McNamara email. I'm gonna find a way to false arrest her and coerce her when she's under great duress. I'm gonna take her car. And then you tried. So when you do it, and then when we record you talking about it, and then you do it, then what you did is you proved out the recording, and that's all you did. So tell me again, Mr. Perry, how you can get away taking everything I own. If we're quoting you, sir, are you that delusional? If you're making phone calls to try to find who's helping me, and you're typing in my phone people's names that you think it might be, and you're looking for the recordings, and you put out that you'll offer money for that, do you really think you're getting away with it, sir? Are you that delusional? You know, you need to get a grip on reality, because if I'm quoting what you just said, and that's never happened before, I assure you, you're not getting away with shit. You're not. So, I'm done. I don't have a lot of, but let me look at this. You see that? Mr. Perry, you want to play a song that you know that I'm like, that's Fabian's song. That reminds me of him. That song makes me think of him. Play that song when she walks in the restaurant after I've ruined her life and blown everything up and about starved her all week long and threatened her all week long. I threatened her and threatened her and threatened her and threatened her all fucking week long. But let her go into our restaurant and play that song that makes her think of him, and then she'll want me. That's the logic you have? Wow. Oh my God. Okay, well, they got me that in jail with his name on it, not yours, intersecting with the word hope. These words are not just in the same book or on the same page. They actually intersect, Mr. Perry. You're just the butt in here, the selfish me, and the boo and the sadness to pick the fear and sadness. Now, who has the kind of power to get that to me in jail? Did they call you and ask you what you thought? Nope. They didn't need your permission. So when I say you're going to give it back and get out, or they're going to do it for you, what I mean by that is it'll be through the legal process of, whatever restitution and all that crap they do, sir. And it's in response to your your threat. I'll starve you into a lie unless you take my bribe. I'll starve you where you think you have no choice but to take my bribe, my bio-lie money, and lie for me. And I'm like, in response to that, no. I don't want your bio-lie money. You owe me legitimate debt, which I know I'm going to get later. So, they're not going to ask your permission. They don't give a fuck what you think. Just like they got that to me and what you said about the reporter. We think that reporter's plug-in for her. And your conversation with my ex-husband, all of that. Did they call you and ask you if you were okay with that? Is it okay if we get that from you and give it to her? Nope, it's never up to you. It's never ever up to you. You're the criminal here. You're the ones under investigation. So it's just not up to you. They're going to do it because that's what they do. They kick the ass of crime. They relieve suffering that you cause. They're very good at what they do. They don't think what you're doing is cute. And they don't ask no one cares what you think. You're never called and said, is it okay if we get this information from you and give it to Cynthia? Do they? Nope. They don't ask you for money either, do they? Nope. They've told you if you owe her money, then pay it to her, but don't tell her she has to take your bribe and lie. That's the comments. It's always been that way. It will always be that way. If you owe her money, pay the money or her, but do not try to starve her into taking your bribe to make her lie. At no point was she ever supposed to lie. But they don't call you, and they don't ask your permission. Nobody cares what you think about it, and nobody's asking you, right? Nobody's telling you, I'll hold on to this information and keep it quiet if you give me money. That never happens. No one cares what you think. Everything's done strategically to get a conviction. And it should deter crime. When you keep getting quoted all the time, that sure should be a crime deterrent. One would think. But not for, if somebody's stupid, I guess it wouldn't work. Because they're not thinking through what they can't think past tying their shoe to reason that out. Like you can't.
That's okay, I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Alright, so she's not going to help that guy continue to do that to her, nor would I. So your questions about who told on me, and every day I tell you the same thing, I don't know, and I wouldn't tell you if I did. We all want you gone. It's not hard for us to get information. You have leaks, we don't. You're having a hard time finding out who has the actual recordings, right? Who has the recording that goes with the McNamara email? Who has the recording that goes with that MicroStrike email? See? Who has the recording that goes with the call you made to my ex-husband today? Who has the recording that goes with the ringtone? We need her to apologize. Get her shoe print. The girl that actually did it is heavier than Cynthia, has darker brown hair, and darker skin. The girl that actually committed the crime we're going to frame Cindy for, that girl. Who has that one? On, and 60,000 that I typed up. I don't type them all up. The Catherine, the I told you so Catherine doesn't remember her email. The one with, who has the recording of Matt Powell calling, can we just get Frank Morrison to say she just misunderstood him? Why you had to ask that question blows everybody's mind. And you were told, well, the thing is, you could say that, but I don't think it'll work, because Mr. Perry never asked Cynthia why she's pissed off, so he already knew. He never denies spreading rumors of an affair. He denies having employees. Well, we knew he had employees because she names them. That one. She torpedoed my case. That one. Charles, look me in the eye and tell me this isn't personal. That one. You don't know who has those. They won't sell them to you. They're evidence for your criminal case, right? So, the more you contact me and evade my privacy and cause me loss, the more pissed off those guys get. And they'll go in on their day off and start digging, sir, to wrap this up so you're gone. All of you are gone. And I get my reputation back, my privacy back, and I will never be broke again. And you guys won't be around to cause one problem after another. And make me threatened all the time. All the fucking time. Threaten. Look what I can do and get away with. So, you do what you do. Just make sure you can live with the consequences. And when I tell you you're gonna give it back and get the fuck out, or they'll do it for you, that is always in response to your threats. I'm gonna starve you into a lie. You're gonna have to, if you want to eat, you're gonna take my money, and you're gonna lie. And my guys were like, no, you owe her money. Pay what you owe, or we can get to that in restitution phase of your sentencing and whatever. And she can also sue you when that's all over with, and you can't buy the judge. So I don't think you need to be threatening her with that. Okay? Now, those are the guys that have the actual recordings that's the message they send, Mr. Perry. You've made everybody very, very angry at you. Very angry at you, David. Everybody hates y'all because you're causing too much struggle, too much loss. Sometimes people will put up with that shit for a little while, and then pretty soon they start trying to find a way to fight back. And you're way past that. Way the fuck past that. And your comments, Mr. Perry, to me today, I can't take your money and get away with it. I'm sorry, but you're delusional if you think that while you're looking for who has the actual recordings of you sitting around in your little meeting planning a crime, making phone calls you have no business making. She's not going to help that guy keep doing that to her. I'm not going to help you keep doing to me what you're doing to me. It's not gaslighting, David. It's called witness tampering, sir. So you need to make sure you write that down. And when I say I assert my right to equal protection to all the laws, that would be state laws similar to Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513, violence against women, anti-stalking, peeping, and hacking laws, and coercion laws. That's what I mean. Don't hack me. Get the fuck out of my phone. Get the fuck out of my computer. Charles, get off your ass and go work. And stop telling my family to call me lazy. I'm not lazy, and they know that. Everyone knows that. I don't even argue anymore. We used to. My ex-husband and I used to argue. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with that. They told him to say that. I'm not going to dignify it with a response. Not going to dignify it with... Here we got it. Well, all it is, well, I told you so. Now we've got proof of that. We've proved out that recording. It's just another recording proved out. He did exactly what they said in the recording. Yep. So you do what you do. What you did tonight proved out the witness and that recording of you talking to my ex-husband. Both. So thank you. And I'm happy to be the one that has forced you into a new normal. I'm happy to be... I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter, okay? Chief of Police of Roswell Hall. That's my granddad. He's a police. We don't like this kind of crime shit, you know. Most people get in, especially back then, get into law enforcement to relieve suffering caused by crime and to be able to tell victims you're safe now. All right? That's what I eat, drink, and breathe 24/7. That's all I think about. I've given up my home. I didn't take your bribe and lie, sir. For 13 years, I've said no. Because that's what makes me tick. That gives me the same high your crime gets. Relieving the suffering guys like you cause. That gives me, to be able to tell somebody you're safe now. We got him. That gives me that same high that your crime gives you. Okay? That's what makes me tick. That's what I eat, drink, and breathe and sleep. 24/7. We're going to get Michael home. We're going to get Michael home. We are going to get Michael home. We're going to get Lucky's legacy back. It wasn't yours to take to begin with. And nobody has done what we've done in your life. No one. So tell me again how you can get away with it, because if I'm quoting what you just said, I don't think you are. I think it's just more delusion. More crazy coming out of your mouth like this guy.
Hey, man. Leave.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave.
The crazy that he says, this Neil guy, you sound just like him. That's why they call you Wacky Jackie now.
Me alone.
Hey, man. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.